You know what I'm learning? The blessing comes from obedience. The blessing, the vision, all of that, it comes from obedience. So many of us are asking God to do a thing in our lives. And I'm here to ask you, have you been obedient to something that He's called you to do? Because whatever it is that you are in prayer for, whatever it is that you are seeking, 9 times out of 10, it will come to pass in your obedience. There is something that God is calling you to do. There is something that God needs for you to do, because He wants to see in our obedience that we truly trust Him, that we are truly willing to surrender ourselves, our flesh, the way that we want to do things, to align with His will for our lives. And aligning and in being obedient, we finally get to experience that breakthrough. We finally get to experience just that, what we've been looking for. And so I encourage you, if you are seeking after something with God and you feel like it hasn't manifested itself yet, ask yourself, am I being obedient to what God has called me to do? Maybe He's called you to fast. Maybe He's called you to read His word more, and you haven't been. And maybe it's time for you to stop running away from what it is that God has been calling you to do and just finally surrender. Just surrender. That is the challenge that I have for you. I know it's hard. I'm in that season myself. I know it's hard because we want to control everything. But what if you just surrendered to God for the rest of the week? Just the rest of the week. Today's Tuesday. What if by Friday you start to feel chains break? Saturday, Sunday, you start to feel chains break. You start to see things that you've been praying for start to manifest themselves, all because you decided to be obedient. Look at it this way. You could really and truly be days away from your breakthrough if you are obedient and if you surrender.